Hello friends, I'm Neeti Tibrewala, a certified Zentangle teacher, and I welcome you to my channel Instilled Studio. We are having the 3-7 challenge, day 5. Okay, before that I would want to tell you what inspired me. So the inspiration for 3-7 challenge was a book called The Secret, the Magic by Rhonda Byrne. This book tells us about the importance to be grateful every moment. It also talks about 21 days to getting into a good habit. This book was suggested to me by my co-sister Mrs. Namita Tibrewala, and I am really grateful that she did it to me, and I am also grateful to Rhonda Byrne and her team who wrote this book, The Secret, the Magic, and showed us how to be grateful every moment. The 3-7 challenge was a name suggested by a friend of mine, Soya Sohee Choi. She is also a certified Zentangle teacher. So, basically what 3-7 challenge also covers is that there are 3 questions, and those 3 questions are, when just before we do our artwork, or we get into that good habit, or we think of doing that good habit for that particular day, what are we feeling in that moment? What are our thoughts in that moment? And then we practice that good habit, or for this matter we are practicing the Zentangle method. So, while practicing the Zentangle method, how are we feeling? What are our feelings during the process? And then what do we feel after the process, after the Zentangle method, or after we do that good habit? And the 3-7 challenge can help you get rid of a bad habit also. If you are determined to practice it for 21 days, I am quite sure that you can get rid of a bad habit also. So, the 8 basic steps of Zentangle method are starting from gratitude. Just before that, I would like to quote the definition of Zentangle written by the zentangle.com. It is an easy to learn, relaxing and fun way to create beautiful images by drawing structured patterns. It was founded by Rick Roberts and Maria Thomas in 2003, so that people who thought they weren't artists could discover the joy of focus on putting pen to paper. So, let me also quote, since we are starting the Zentangle method, let me also quote Gautam Buddha's gratitude proverb. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little, and if we didn't learn a little, at least we didn't get sick, and if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So, let us all be thankful. Gautam Buddha. So, let's start our day or our session with being grateful. Maybe if you want, you can just close your eyes. Closing eyes help me to be more focused. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is that now I have started the 3-7 challenge question. So, for day 4 we have done it. Now for day 5. Okay, so today it looks like I did not write down beforehand. Alright, so it will just take a moment. So it's 19th of March today, is the 19th of March, day 5. Question number 1 is, how are you feeling right now? So, just before starting we did grateful to, sorry, we did our gratitude today. So, I am extremely grateful, I am feeling really grateful. And you know, I am happy today because I have made 2 to 3 tiles. Since the project pack 20 has started, and you know, I am always looking forward and trying my best to do. So, I am lucky this time. I am feeling lucky, of course. I am feeling lucky this time. Okay, so that's it for right now. And now we will start with our tile. So, we have done our gratitude. Now, we will do our corner dots. Maybe a little zoom out, little bit more, yeah, great. Okay, so maybe I'll just, today I'll just make a little wavy sort of line, yeah. Okay. So, because I want it to be visible to all of you, I have made it a little darker. If you want, you can make it light also. It should actually be visible to you. So, our string for day 5 is maybe you would want to take a moment to make the string. Here. So, I am starting my tangle, my first tangle that I am going to make is pepper. Paper is a Zentangle original tangle, and maybe you would you could just start with a pencil. Okay, and then we go, and then we give a little bit of thickness, and then come back to the same place. You can wrap around like this. Yeah, and then we do the same thing till we are out of space. Okay. So this is the tangle pepper. Now we will make it on our tile. I really love this tangle pepper because it gives a lovely drama. So we'll be making pepper over here. Okay, so just make a small circle just to give that string. Okay, and I'll be doing a little variation than the other one. My tangle was more like festoon, but this is actually the tangle. Okay, so and then you fill in this thing. Just let me like this. I hope today it's giving better light. I have noticed that when we go live and if it's longer than an hour or so, it takes around 12 hours to get posted. So I have decided not to come live. And I'll be doing all the videos pre-recorded. For the ones who really wanted to have a live session, I'm really sorry about that. It doesn't seem so quite, for me it's a little not feasible to come live in the same time every day. So, but yes, throughout the day I get enough time to record my videos while I'm drawing. You know what? I personally feel that when I'm drawing on a daily basis, I think over here, on a daily basis, it improves my hand-eye coordination and my strokes are neater. Keep breathing. Try to remain grateful of every moment. Okay. So before starting our another tangle, I just want to tell you that this time we will be working on the string. Okay, so I'll show you the tangle that way only. So the next tangle that we are making is flux. Okay. So we will be working on the string of the tile. So if this is my string, how I'm going to do my flux? You know, like okay. Maybe in the tip you can make one of them like this, and then just some veins. Okay, so this is our flux. Flux is also a Zentangle original tangle. let me just start from here. We'll go all the way up. Okay. So my fluxes are going to be a little what do you say, a little big. Okay. Okay, and so basically the string is just a guideline to how to go about. So just a moment I am giving to the string. So just okay. So here I'll just make one more flux. I don't want to go all the way there. Okay. Maybe it's starting here and it's coming here and here, and then okay. So if you want, you can put on those dots. I don't want to. That's why I'm not putting it. Okay. So I'd like to give an aura to this area. Okay. So the next angle that we are going to make is flukes. Luke's is also a Zentangle original tangle. And it's a grid tangle. Okay. What we are going to do is we are putting these aura, okay, and internal aura, and then we'll fill the innermost. Okay. So we do this for all of them. Okay. Okay. So we'll make flukes now, and I want to make flukes here. Okay. So I am following the string. Okay. So I just want to follow the waves. Okay. Okay. Now over here I am following this wave. Okay. So here. If you want, you can make a smaller grid. I like making big tangles. So let me just start my flukes grid. So I think I'll make around 5 internal auras. 2, 3, 4 and 5. And the fifth most, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it with black. Okay, so I want to do the same, but now what I want you all to do is, if you all want to, that is this, I am going to all use it, how do I say, I am not going to make the same direction over here, I will make it in the alternate one. Okay. So this way, you know, we'll form something very interesting meta pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So and then we do the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. And then here also. Okay. So I'll just go, this time I'll go from down, 1 2 3, that's okay, 4 5, right? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror this, means mirror it. So what I'm doing is I'm going opposite to the other one, 1 2 3 4, and we don't have the fifth one, so we're not filling it. And over here I'm mirroring this one, so I go, yeah, okay, alright, no, what I'm going to do is I am going to make one here and one here. So basically they're facing like this. Okay, two of them are moving, showing their backs, and two of them are facing each other like this. Okay. So as the day is coming, going by, I'm trying to use a little more complicated tangles so that it increases our focus. One has happened, 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. Now since we've done it, we've got the alternate pattern also. So our alternate pattern is this one for this part. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, and here also we are following this one. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 and 5. Now you see this one, if we copy this one, it automatically faces, and if we copy this one over here, it automatically shows its back. 4 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so you see, after, when we shade, this is going to look even more beautiful. So we do the same thing now. Instead of following it vertically, now we can follow it in the sleeping manner. Okay, so this one is here, and here it's here, this one here and over here. So probably 1 2 3 4 and 5, and this is over here. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. 2 3 4 5, 2 3 4 5, 2 3 4 5. And then you just color this with black. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and this is over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So did you all like the tangle? Do share in the comment box. How did you like the variation of flukes? This is not something very different that I have done. I have seen a lot of CZTs follow this style of flukes and they look really interesting. Okay, for the other one, so what I want to do is first, I'd like to vein out my pepper first. Okay, so just see where you can and where you can't, just don't if you can't. Okay. So now that I've veined out, I want to show you a tangle called droop. So the tangle droop is kind of a angular tangle. Okay, so droop is also a Zentangle original tangle. So for droop, what we're going to do is first we're going to vein out some lines like this. Okay, and then we will be veining out a V, kind of making an aura to these lines. Okay. All right. Now what we're going to do is we will make these little crescents. Okay. And then we can just veins, put in some veins or lines to it. Like this. And then you can keep on going, till you have space, like this. And then again you can vein, or you could leave this part empty and vein the other line, the other layer, you could maybe vein it. So what I mean to say that if you want, you can vein all of them, or you can leave this portion and vein this one, or if you want, you can just like vein all of them like this. So basically you get the idea of droop, I guess. So if once we do it in tile, you will be more clear. Okay. So since droop had two lines for both of them, but I am giving one aura, okay. I am not giving two of them. So this is one change that I want to make to this tangle. Okay. Okay, so I'm liking it as it is, but since we are planning to make the tangle, okay, we can just start from here, maybe from here, okay. So I make this crescents, and I'll just darken the lower level, okay, maybe twice and then come again, so that gives an automatic depth to it. Okay. Ah, nice. It's coming up really pretty, I'm liking it. Okay. Now let's start another one. Two. Okay, so what I am going to do in these is that okay, I'll not wane. Just thinking of something. Okay, by the time what we can do is right about I have some space here, I think. Okay, what do I do? Okay, and I can leave it like this also because it has a lot of drama already over here. So maybe on the second layer what I can do is, okay, I can just go about remember our string, right? So I just want to make this flower type of thing. Okay, leaves on it gives a look, it will give a good look. It wouldn't. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to vein the inside like this. I'm so glad I came up with this idea. It's looking really nice. Okay, so I'm adding one more layer because I really like this thing that I came up with. So so we're doing the same thing over here. Yeah, so I'm done with my droop. Okay, looks like a new tangle, right? Completely different from what we tried. Okay, so now for the shading, we have done our fifth step, tangling. Now we shade. So for shading flukes, what we're going to do is, you see this depth area, we're going to put L shape over here. Okay, so you just follow the depth and do the L shape. Put the graphite in the L shape. Just be a little careful that we don't go, we're not going out of the line. So see, by putting just a little graphite, you can see the how the look is going to come up. We'll do the under over shading later on, but right now we're focusing on flukes. Okay. So I think you're getting the shading. You can see how the flukes has turned up. It's already looking so beautiful. You know, that dimension is coming up. Okay. So here we are done with our flukes. Now over here what we are going to do is we are going to put in some over under thing, shading. Okay. So here Yeah, so this is done. We've done with our flukes and the under over here. This side of tile is done. Okay, now we'll focus on pepper. So for pepper, what we're going to do is we will be, okay, we will be doing the shading over here. We'll pull the inner towards outward and the outer towards inward when we shade. Okay, and we'll still be careful of putting little bit, keeping little bit of white. Okay, now over here. So here we are done with our pepper. Now for the flux, what we are going to do is, I don't want to shade this area of flux, I want to shade this area. So over here, I start from here, okay. So I just give a little bit of depth only to the string, okay, string, just to the string. When we pull out, it's automatically going to look nice, okay. Now for this side of the flux, what we will do is, just this much, like just for the bend. You see that over here it's bending a little, there only. So here I am done with my flux, and now before doing the droop, I would want to do the under over here. So, and for droop, I'd like to keep a little simple shading. So for droop, what we're going to do is we'll put this depth over here, okay, in the lower layers of the just a little blend to all of them. So I'm not pulling it out, I'm just blending it there only, because I want that white to be there. So this is our today's style. Okay, I think this way it looks better. Yeah, what do you say? Or maybe the waning way, the leaf is coming like this. So okay, this is the right side, I think. Though we don't have any right or wrong side in Zentangle, but I think this is looking prettier. So I'd like to put my initials here. Okay, and then appreciated tile. I am actually loving each part of it. Today's style has really come up very beautiful. Okay, and I think it's because of the border and string and everything, I guess. Alright, now we're just going to put down the date, 19th of March. Today's day 5 of 3/7. Always challenge. Okay, challenge the tangles that we made with flukes, pepper, droop, flux, sorry, droop and flux. Okay, so okay, today is also not a live session. Now let's come back to our question and answers. Okay, so I'll just zoom out a little so that you can see the question and answers. So number 2 is, how did you feel during the Zentangle method? So today was a highly focused one. Okay, so I was extremely focused today. because we made tangles like flukes, and I didn't want to mess it up, and flukes and the detailings of droop tangle, and while making flux I was really in that flow, peaceful flow, while making flux. On the string, and when I was making pepper, I was not here, like I've said this before also, while making pepper at some point of time not here. And yes, number 3 is how, okay, are you feeling after the method? So yes, I am feeling today, especially today, I am feeling really appreciative and grateful that these ideas of tangling differently came to my mind. So yes, that's why I felt more creative. I'm feeling more creative, so probably I could make some more things. Feeling creative, and I was feeling creative here also, so maybe I could write here also, creative. Okay, so yeah, we are done with our today's session, and once we are done with the 21 days, you could also make tiles from my other series like 21 days of Zendala, fun size Zendala, 21 days of Biju mosaics, 21 days of fragments in reticula. They're all there in my channel, sorry. And yes, please enjoy drawing them. If you don't want to draw these tiles that I'm drawing right now for the series, you can go for other tiles also, other CZT tutorials also, and if you want you can follow my other tutorials also. Thank you so much. This is Neeti Savarthya signing off. Bye. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back. Actually, I forgot to mention this before also in 2 of my videos, but today I remembered. So yes, please mention me on Instagram, InStyle Studio 2020, if you plan to make any of my work. And even if you don't plan to make any of my work, whatever good habit that you are inculcating in your lifestyle, maybe you could share that with me. And on Facebook, if you want to share, then it's I have a Facebook page called Instilled Studio, and it happens that we don't get this page. I have got complaints, I don't know why. If in case you don't find out this page, you can always tag me or mention me in your work as Neeti Tibrewala, and I'll find your artwork and maybe share it to my story, or comment on your artwork. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.